we are, Chairlift Podcast.
Here we are.
Here we are. Chairlift Podcast. So this is my buddy Justin. Justin's been on with us several times. But I figured instead of doing the traditional method of just asking new questions and such, maybe we have a little bit of a discussion. And we were talking about earlier how in skiing, one of the nice things of skiing through the trees, the decision making that goes through that, and how you have to be quick, and sometimes you think you're going to go one way but it ends up changing, and how basketball is very similar.
Yes.
Because you're dribbling the ball up the court, you're moving all the time, and you're going through a million different scenarios every split second as to what to do with the ball or where to go. And it kind of helps with, I think, decision making in life.
Yeah, the more you put yourself in that situation, the more you're practicing it, then it becomes almost automatic, and you're kind of living with like a philosophy. So when I'm going through the trees on a board, I can only look at exactly where I want to go. And if I start focusing on anything else, then it can all fall apart.
Well, you had said something earlier. Instead of looking at what you might hit.
Yeah, don't look at the obstacle.
Yeah.
Look at the objective, and then you'll take yourself there automatically.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, there's a tree, and
don't
now
go.
My head hurts.
Yeah. There's a tree. There's an obstacle.
Don't hit it. I can't.
There's an obstacle in life,
and
you're gonna hit it.
Yes.
And you're gonna get stuck, mentally, physically, whatever it is. That kind of has to go with the secret of having a vision.
Yes.
Right. You're whatever energy you discuss or think about in life is the energy you get back.
Where focus goes, energy flows.
Love it. That's the name of this episode.
That's nailed it.
But no, because it's so true. Because so many people, you have the paralysis by analysis.
Yes.
Or you have the people that you're constantly thinking you want money, but you don't have money, so you're thinking about not having money,
right,
and just wanting it instead of what are you going to do to get it.
You get so worried about the day that you don't have money that it becomes true.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to,
or I'm not going to be able to accomplish this physical feat.
Yes.
And
that becomes true.
Yes.
Yes.
So talking about obstacles, focusing on what you're focused on is what you get. I think part of that too is trying to hyper focus on trying to make or have like a perfect case scenario to do something.
Right.
For example, with skiing.
Rules? Yes.
So like with skiing, I don't really care. Like I told you, there's a sign that says there's no bad ski days, just bad skiers. And I think, not to throw our wives under the bus, but to throw them under the bus.
They're the worst.
My wife is like, it's got to be sunny. She checks the weather 5 days in advance.
Can't be too hot, too cold.
And you can't have more than 3 inches on a groomer.
Nope.
And they're never going to watch this, so it doesn't even matter.
No, I know. It's fine. But if you do, I love you. You know that. I've said this to your face a million times. My rules, like her rules for having a good time, there's like a list of 100 for having a great time skiing.
Oh, it's probably 99.
Probably. For mine, it's like, and I think you're the same. It's like,
yeah,
look, if we're strapped on to our skis and board and we're headed downhill, then I've won.
It's great.
I'm winning.
It's great. I saw a video the other day of this guy coaching these 2 individuals talking about what makes you happy. And obviously the big thing in life, or a big thing in life, is finances. And he said, if I give you $1 million today, would that make you happy? And they said, well, of course. And then, this is all the things they would do with it: pay off debts, buy something they've been wanting, a vacation, help others. And then he said, and then that would make them happy.
Right.
And then he said, if I gave you $10 million today, but as a caveat, you would die tomorrow, would that make you happy?
Right.
And they both said, well, no.
Of course not, yeah.
And so, the lesson there is, of course, you're waking up, and what it really boils down to is the foundation of life is being grateful and gratitude for life in general.
Right. And that just the same thing as before. If your energy is going towards gratitude and appreciating what you have in your life, then the energy will flow there, and you can feel good at any time. It really is a.
Now, it's easy to say that, but there is truth to having stability and safety in aspects of life, finances, job, family, and those things are definitely attributes. But even in those tough times, even in the struggle, in the grind of it all, if things aren't going well relationship-wise or financially or with jobs, you can still find goodness and happiness in the life. And in fact, if nothing else, it teaches you that you don't necessarily need all those things to have that happiness.
Well, if you want certainty and security, the only thing you can be certain about is things are going to change. If you're afraid to change, like things will change, you don't have to do anything for things to change. You have to, but you can dictate how things change. If you want. You can't control everything, but you can dictate how you react to it.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yeah, and that is hard. It's never easy, and everybody handles it differently. But I think if you take a deep breath, take a step back, and you look at it from above the ground point of view, you can see that no matter what it is, change, difficulties, trials, there is a lot to be grateful for, and you can still find happiness. However, when you get the successes of money or things like that, it can buy you a boat.
Can buy you a boat. But here's the thing, I heard this too. This is like kind of goes to, if you're going to give your money away, people think the rich should give their money away. It's like, if you can't give a dime and a dollar, you're not going to give 100,000 and a million.
Yeah.
If you can't give 100 and 1,000, and it's also, as you're saying it, when the crap hits the fan, if you have a daily practice of reviewing what you're grateful for, even when the bad times come, if you've already built that muscle, you can build like a store of gratitude. You can build up like a stamina towards whatever life hits at you. But if you're constantly negative and then something unexpected happens, then you can really be under a pile.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a skill set that takes development. So the moral of the story, again, is what's the focus? What's the title?
Where focus goes, energy flows.
Yes. That's a great one. That's a good little life lesson.
That is.
Falls right in line.
Well done.
Good job. All right. Well, hey, that's another short little episode on the Chairlift Podcast.